I would like to introduce you to Informatica Cloud Real-Time, which today adds to the capabilities that are offered by Informatica Cloud's data integration capabilities, such as data integration, test data management, data quality, and master data management. Informatica Cloud Real-Time provides customers the means by which to integrate with services. Through Informatica Cloud Real-Time's services, customers can create process automations and automate processes that they run in the cloud, that they expose to their customers and their applications, and integrate services and applications that are deployed to the cloud, as well as providing the ability to integrate services and applications that are deployed on-premise using Informatica Cloud's secure agent. Another capability of Informatica Cloud Real-Time is its capability to expose through screen flow embedded in applications such as Salesforce with the ability to interact with data wherever it is in real time. Informatica Cloud Real-Time is a hybrid solution, allowing your cloud and on-premise applications to be integrated seamlessly through service-based integration provided by Informatica Cloud Real-Time. In this demo, I'm going to show you how we can process an order from Salesforce and submit it into real time to SAP. The process starts by an order, specifically an opportunity, being submitted and completed in Salesforce. This opportunity will first have its details looked up back into Salesforce to be able to determine information such as shipping information and pricing information. We will then use a rule service to determine whether or not the discount was appropriate. If it is appropriate, then we will proceed to fulfilling the order. If it is not appropriate, we will send an email using the Amazon Simple Email service informing the salesperson of the rejection. Then the process will proceed on where we will fulfill the order. The first thing to determine is whether the part or product being fulfilled has its price up to date into Salesforce. There's a category of products whose price changes so often that it doesn't make sense to replicate this information in Salesforce, and you actually go on-premise to find that information. So for that purpose, we use the parts inventory service that's been deployed to Informatica Cloud Process Agent. Once the order and the price have been determined, we can now fulfill it in SAP. So let me show you. Our demo starts in Salesforce. Here we see an opportunity at probably 10% for product ID M02, which is a car part, at price $25. So the salesperson closes the deal by changing the qualification to closed won. And once I apply and save this, this will fire a Salesforce trigger to initiate the processing of this order. Within seconds, we will start seeing information returning from Salesforce. Here we find the product tracking ID for the product, and very quickly after, we see the order number from SAP. The customer has also received an email providing details of the order, the tracking number, the SKU, and you will note a price of $12. If you recall in the intro to this demonstration, we look prices up in our internal inventory to determine the current price for a part. Next, let's see how the processing worked. Let's turn to Informatica Cloud, the Service and Process Monitor that's integrated in Informatica Cloud. The Service and Process Monitor provides you the ability to list processes that have run. The fulfillment process, as you'll notice, has went and got account details from Salesforce and completed its transaction by submitting an order in SAP. Let's have a look at the fulfillment process. So what you see here is the steps that were taken. We obtained the pricing information from Salesforce. We called our rule service to verify whether the appropriate discounts were applied, and then we followed this path, looked up a price in real time in an inventory database for any part that starts with M. We set the current price from 25 to 12, if you recall. we send an email notification and provided a tracking number. Then we submitted back to Salesforce and kicked off an order in SAP. Now let's look how this was implemented. Let's go back to Informatica Cloud, Design, Services and Processes. Let's open from a list of artifacts that can be created the fulfillment process. And you will see the same layout that we saw at runtime. But in this case, we're showing you the fulfillment process at design. In order to be able to invoke Salesforce, it was as simple as selecting the Salesforce Get Account Detail action by providing the input field for the call by mapping it so that we can obtain these various fields back from Salesforce. Calling a rule was as simple as making a determination based on the outcome of a rule, whether it was approved or not, will dictate whether the path takes this one or proceed to the order. Looking at how we would create that email, we simply select the Amazon Simple Mail service, which have been incorporated and loaded either by Informatica Cloud, partners, or yourself. In this case, we're going to select the Simple Email service and incorporate it in our process. Invoking SAP as simple as using the SAP Create an Order in SAP service, passing it account ID, opportunity ID, price book ID. That's it. All a user needs to do is save, publish, and your process is now available to be consumed. Let's have a look at how we, for example, sent an email using the Amazon Simple Mail service. We use our simple service definitions. We give it a name, to, source, and a body, provide an address, tested it, and that was all that was required to create a service connection to a REST service so that you can incorporate it inside of a process. Thanks for your time.